I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this because we got Game 5 previously. And dear viewer, if you don't know how, if you're a first timer to an esports event, if you're a first timer to watching a grand final, uh, grand finals works this way where one of the players is in loser side of things and another is in winner side, which previously Saphir came out on top in Game 5. So now you're seeing nothing next to Saphir's name, but you're seeing a little L next to Ra1n's name, meaning he needs to win 2 best of 5 to get this grand finals or this tournament win, matter of fact. As the first best of 5, this is the reset, the potential reset. If Saphir wins, he just wins the tournament, and it's looking like he might want to do exactly that. But if Ra1n wins this best of 5, he gets the reset and both on the loser side then. Though on the other hand, Saphir's looking so strong right now. Wow. You know, he saw the Ra1n kind of slowing down, trying to play more of a punishing game against Volcano, just playing a very careful game, and was like, you know, if I come in with some heat here, if I come in blasting, Ra1n is gonna need time to adapt, and he's just popping off as he connects everything possible onto Ra1n here right now. Just a full stock lead, and that neutral sync! Ra1n perfectly dodging through it. I love seeing what I'm seeing right now. The perfect dodge there, but immediate bounce back by Saphir with the unarmed nair. Now the Z-Lights here, not quite able to finish it off just then. But what is their recovery?
Doesn't take him out just yet, but he's still chasing it. Sarah coming through. That's Ra1n still living. Breakdance misses onto Ra1n. Saphir now staying on the side of the stage, waiting for that weapon spot to come, and he just goes in an arm. Saphir is playing like he's been waiting for this, and he has.
He has been waiting for this.
He doesn't need to warm up. He's arguably even playing better than the initial set that we saw between these two.
Oh, he's playing amazing right now as he just now lost his first stock with Ra1n already being on his last in yellow. Picks up the lance again. He's been doing work so far though. Ra1n looking like he's finally maybe getting into the game just now as he's getting a little bit of a neutral flow going here on the Gauntlet. He's connecting hit after hit and hit after hit as he's getting Saphir into the knockout zone almost, as he's now in the orange, almost in the red, piling up the damage, but he's also slowly getting chipped away as Saphir switches to the axe here now to get some more damage, as that's been doing bits for him. Silent in their ground pound. The ground pound doesn't connect just yet. Oh, it drops the D-Light ground pound. That costs Ra1n a lot. That might have cost him the game there, as that's a potential comeback situation. A lot of momentum to gain. The D-Light recovery does finish him off there, as Saphir is now also in his last stock. Can he reverse 3-stock Saphir though, or is Saphir gonna cut him short here? Just
I wouldn't count it past Ra1n. If Saphir can just show us what he showed us in the first 10 seconds of this game, that just complete aggression, that annihilation, and just catching all options and chasing for it. There it is. There it is. Saphir did this. I mean, Ra1n brought it back. Don't get me wrong. This ended up being close and within. It's almost a 100 damage difference, which isn't a lot. But this, and it was close. Like you see the damage graphs on the screen, but even though this was so incredibly close on paper, don't get it twisted. This was a very Saphir-dominated game.
Well, I don't know about that. That was actually a very, very strong comeback by Ra1n there. He actually got very, very far against Saphir. That was some good adaptation. The start was very, very dominant for Saphir, and then it looked like Ra1n slowly got into the flow of things. And I think this is one of those situations. I've talked to a lot of great players in the Brawlhalla scene, where they always say to me, players tend to just come in full force at the start of a set. First game is always either about feeling each other out or just going all in and seeing how that works. And if that doesn't work, you change game plan. So a lot of great players will just come out full force blasting, and I think that's what Saphir did as well right there. And then Ra1n slowly adjusted to that and did some great punishes, which Saphir in the end still came out on top, as he also is capable of adapting himself, which right now it's looking like he's coming out full force once again, but Saphir already holding on a little bit better than last time.
Yeah. Creating some distance, trying to fleet each other out there. Saphir hitting that there, trying to pressure Ra1n to the side. Saphir with the slight damage lead, another there to open it up further. Saphir trying to hit that edgeguard GC and light gets interrupted by Ra1n thrown back to the stage as Saphir now without a weapon avoids the GC light. Ra1n looking for that KO as Saphir is just standing there
nice
with
option.
no room to go, and the NSYNC coming through again.
Yes, sir. NC coming through again, and now he switched over to the gauntlets. Gauntlets definitely better at the damage build up, but Saphir cuts him short there really quick with that one turnaround cider. And now I'm seeing Saphir a lot more on the X against Ra1n, like in the previous set, in this set, than I'm used to. Might be because I'm bad, but whenever I see, or not even just me, whenever I see Saphir play in tournaments as well, I just see him a lot more on the lance than on the X like this, which it's very interesting to see how well he's utilizing it. Damage build-up wise, as he lands that neutral stick, that goes for the weapon throw, the ground pound, very ambitious, but gets the situation reversal. Oh, he used all his options to position himself for the ground pound, but just barely missed it. Just a bit more to the right, and it might have been it, but Ra1n beautifully played around that and got the immediate reversal. That cost Saphir a lot.
He risked so much of a potential lead, and now he's behind by so much. Ra1n still having him in damage right now, and the stock, not another ground pound, no, not. Brother, okay. I mean, he went for 3, he got 1. It's like a 33% hit rate. I would like it to be higher. Show me 50%, Saphir. Let's get those numbers up.
Now, you know, I was talking just now about him playing a lot more lance usually than Axe, and now he's putting out that lance. You know, in the Meet the Legends tab, where you can see like your legend stats and how long you've held each weapon. I would be curious to see those stats for Saphir. What's the percentage of weapon held for the lance of the Axe? Because maybe I'm just not knowing, and I'm not a knower. I don't know. As Ra1n takes that second game home for himself. Beautiful recovery on the sword there. No character switches, of course, from these two menaces on the Val and the hologram.
I don't really know what to I mean, this set kind of felt like it, or this game, I should say, apologies, felt like it was already decided the moment Saphir like just got a stock removed from him in yellow after missing that ground pound. Because even after the way that he went out there, this still felt really close.
Yeah, I mean, that last stock was very Ra1n favored. So looking forward towards how they started this game with Ra1n already getting hit by a very interesting read from Saphir's side here, as they're going axe against sword right now with the beautiful 3-piece, 4-piece even. He tries to keep it going with another recovery there, tries to get the quick jump read on Saphir, and what a strong down stick. He's looking so menacing on the axe now. Switches over to the lance here, tries to get the silent recovery, and I'm just reminded of a certain costly step there with the silent recovery, but that's for another time. Now, switches over back to the axe, tries to keep Ra1n off of a weapon, but wasn't able to do so, as Ra1n's now on the gauntlets, you know, not committing too far here on the offstage. Doesn't get too greedy for the knockout onto Ra1n, now in a disadvantaged state anyways though, as he's on the offstage and disarmed. Ra1n having Saphir on the unarmed, but Saphir with the recovery, taking down Ra1n's first stock here. What's he gonna prime? Yes, he primes the lance as he needs that quick damage, that quick knockdown potential, with him almost heading down to a second stock as well. He's looking for something big here, but will he be able to get it? No, the down air recovery for Ra1n.
Up 2 stocks in the same damage. My throat. The same damage ranges right now. Just trading 1 hit each. Gets the dodge, but doesn't get the follow up after that recovery. And Ra1n, yeah, I think I'm starting to see why Saphir doesn't like playing Lance, which is arguably the signature weapon of them, into Ra1n, because you see there he doesn't really have the options in order to wake up out of any of the strings that Ra1n likes doing. So that Axe is just really safe going into Ra1n's gauntlets, because it's really easy to just end light and be like they keep Ra1n on the.
Oh, beautiful play! Down air, side air. Beautifully spaced, a lot of momentum. Ra1n didn't even get to react to that, but Ra1n immediately on the unarmed punishes Saphir as soon as he picks up that lance and gets that beautiful punish onto the interesting and very ambitious GC side stick that Saphir went for there. Damage, you know, is still pretty close. If Ra1n doesn't pile up any damage here, we might be looking at a still very even game, depending on how well Saphir plays the downlight. Not quite able to finish him off just yet. We are in small wolves, and anything can knock out Ra1n now. I think another downlight might do it as well, unless you get a downer like that, but the weapon thrower will do it. Confirmed edge guard. And is he gonna go for the axe here? No, he goes for the lance, interestingly enough.
The lance, interesting. So they do seem to favor that lands, but I feel like a majority of the damage they put out in
Ooh.
this game specifically. Oh no.
I like the attempt. I like
go
the
there
attempt.
against Gauntlets. Ra1n had a nair there. That's so risky. Saphir really likes off-stage things.
Saphir, you know, sometimes you just gotta commit. It's a question of high risk and reward as he gets those 2 nairs there. And those situations, you say don't go there, but I think Saphir has gone there a lot of times. And he's very confident in taking that. So is Ra1n and reversing that situation. Now lands the end light there, goes for the weapon throw, picks up another lance, gets the nair. Beautiful, beautiful damage build up right now with the situation going very in Ra1n's
weapon lost from
favor
Ra1n.
here. Ra1n does get disarmed, and the axe, he's gonna be looking for a down stick here. I'm sensing it. Never mind, he goes for the lines and goes for the recovery. 2-1 for Saphir. If Ra1n loses one more game here, it's Jover. If Saphir wins this next game, he will be the Spirit World Cup champion for the year 4. 2024. Oh, year 4 in 2024. Actually, that's a shout out to Hockey there with the production and the hosting. That's quite nice. That's easy to remember. But yeah, can Ra1n make it back here? Can he bring it to game 5? Can he bring it to a reset? That and much more we will see in this next episode of Brawlhalla Z.
He has it in the... Considering how close that initial set was, but this isn't a 2-2 situation. This is a 2-1 situation in Saphir's favor. This isn't a carbon copy. This is a of the previous set that we've seen from them in the winners finals. This is a variant where Saphir seems to be a little more dominant. Oh, but
that's a lot of nairs. Bad situation for Saphir here as he's on the offstage trying to get back against Ra1n's edge guards on the sword. Ra1n goes a bit ambitiously there with that weapon throw, tries to get a quick extra perhaps onto Saphir, and that reverses the situation quite nicely for him as he now chases Saphir off stage, and beautiful stuff to do. I don't think he makes it back. Oh, he barely touches there. That didn't even look like a touch. The unarmed down air saving his life there, but the dealer recovery comes away right after, with Ra1n almost taking a full stock lead here, only in the yellow himself. Very, very strong game, quick adaptation from Ra1n, and I always say this when I talk about Ra1n, this guy is so incredibly consistent. The way he always adapts, he loses a game, he immediately bounces back the next game. There's no mental, you know, oh god, I'm losing, no panic there. Just calm, calculating, and dominant with just fundamentals and the occasional, oh, I'm stringing you now on gauntlets, which might be happening here. No, the downlight there doesn't convert into anything. This time he also goes for a downlight there, goes for a sider there, not quite able to convert anything just yet.
Confirm the X right now as Ra1n is building on board damage and Saphir's unarmed. So is Ra1n now. Corfree does not connect, coming out from Saphir's lands, and light coming through does connect but doesn't KO either. Oh, I respect it, the Ra1n. He was high damage and he was like, you know what, let's throw it out for the finishes. But they still have a massive lead to play with. Can Saphir... No, he does not bring it back. They're still holding onto the lead, but taking away Saphir's stock. And now Saphir coming in full stock behind, no weapon in hand. Getting hit by the endlight on the gauntlets, getting hit by the nair on the gauntlets as they pick up that lance. Double nair into there, coming through. Triple nair.
I like the attempt on the ground pound there. Dripping in finesse, as one might say, as he's trying to get some quick reversals going here, but Ra1n looking incredibly strong. Now gets the edge guard there, Saphir in a bit of a bad spot, almost a full stock behind, and still looking to get that incredible damage onto Ra1n. Not able to do so, as Ra1n is now looking to finish off that last stock of Saphir's. Potentially a 2-stock here. D-Light Cider will do it. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. We are going to game 5.
Ra1n did have it in him. So we're getting, right now we're sitting at 3 out of 4 game 5s that we have seen in the top 4. Could still go 4 for 4 if this ends up being a game 10.
We might go to game 10. We might also
it feels like they're just
game 5.
They're gentlemen on small worlds, and I respect that. I don't know what to say. Saphir definitely started to wake up there, and you saw a lot of nairs and dare strings that he was putting out, but it's just he was so much behind. He had such a lead to catch up on. Like, it just wasn't enough. It's mainly just the beginning where Ra1n really started off strong, got a massive stock lead, and after that they were putting out equal amounts of damage, but Saphir just didn't do enough to catch up to Ra1n.
Isn't it interesting how over the past 4 games, whoever took the lead at the start of the game, whoever converted those first few hits, always won the game.
That is true, actually. Like, I think it goes to show how equal these guys are and how much trading they are just doing.
Because I'm thinking back on the past 4 games, it's always been the person winning that took the strong lead at the start. But in this game 5 here, we're looking at an incredibly even game so far. So maybe it's the person who gets the first knockout and gets some damage piled up. But will that even happen? Ra1n out of options there. That is it. Yes.
Yep, sends it
with the conversion. Beautiful stuff. No.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is Saphir heard me say
breakdance.
Hey, Saphir did hear me say I needed to see a 50% hit accuracy on those ground pounds of him, and he got it. He has 2 out of 4 now in this set. Alright, let's go for 60, Saphir. I want to see it.
Yes, sir. No. Game is even. We're back on that axe gauntlet matchup. Never mind. Ra1n throws away that weapon, goes on the sword. Now, interestingly enough, Saphir is in a disadvantaged state here, but immediately switches the situation around for himself. Lands Endlight after Endlight and goes for a very
ambitious ground pound. Risky. He makes it back though.
The recovery, beautiful stuff. GC Ensig. How many frames is that on Vel? Like 1, 3? No, it wouldn't be
probably
3.
Not the 1. I think it's closer to towards 3, maybe.
No, if it's 3, it would be jumpable. It didn't look jumpable. Oh, a ground pod to get a nice lead.
Saphir might be putting himself in a position to take the tournament right here and now. Axe in the hand that we've seen just do numbers on Ra1n. Okay, misses the sidelight and Ra1n punishes with the D-light into there on them gauntlets. Doesn't get anything after it. Gets a nair though. Sidestick avoided. Gets a sidelight but doesn't hit in the correct option, in the correct hitbox in order to go for a nair after that safely. So just disengages instead. I'm coming through. Ra1n being pushed to the side.
Ra1n is on tournament stock here. He really needs to end Saphir's second stock here as quickly as he can, while Saphir's still trying to pile up some damage as he gets beautiful 3-piece there. Goes for a punish attempt there on the Ensig as well, but positioning himself a little bit too far on the left. Nice damage build up from Saphir though. That lead onto the orange might give him the advantage here, because if Ra1n loses the stock, then Saphir is the champion. But Ra1n definitely doesn't want that to happen. He wants the reset here. Goes for a very nice read attempt there with the Nair GC Endlight. Now, can he do this potentially? He plays very carefully, which he's doing right now with the punishing game here just as well. Saphir goes for a very ambitious Ensig there, trying to catch a jump approach from Ra1n. Wasn't able to do so. Ra1n, beautiful damage comeback here, just not with the recovery! Oh, the recovery! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a champion. BCX Finals 2024 KC Kingdom Community, matter of fact, coming out on top over at Kingdom Org in this case, with Saphir taking this tournament home. Ladies and gentlemen, Saphir is your Spirit World Cup Year 4 2024 champion.
Is it just gonna look dominant on them pro stats? Like just the +2 sets in favor of Saphir on that page? That's, I mean, technically speaking, it was to be expected. I think Saphir actually seed 1, or is this technically counted at the upset? I'm gonna double check this. So Ra1n actually is the one that was seeded higher. I mean, it's Ra1n seed 1 and Saphir seed 2, so it's not a massive difference, but technically speaking, it does count as an upset.